Hello, FNAFers! The summer spring has come and started the Living Tombstone. Last time we talked about the secrets and Easter eggs in the song's visuals, and so if you haven't watched it yet, I would recommend you to go and check that video out. And today we'll analyze and try to guess who is singing the new FNAF SB song. This comes from Inside, and then we will probably stop talking about it, cause I have now posted 8 whole videos about this topic and I still need to talk about the FNAF SB TLC teaser. The first line reads, "How we could have known that we're stuck in a system that was a pre-existing dictum programmed to do nothing else." This part of the song is perhaps sung by the Glamrocks, and they are talking about how they are stuck under the control of Vanny, who had hacked them and programmed them to kill. But this could be referring to the Blob, and how the souls are stuck inside of him, and they just follow the protocol of the Funtime animatronics, which is to kill. The next line are, "Why feel so alone when we share so much wisdom? But you set fire to the kingdom, burn it all until it melts, or else." The first part confused me here, cause if these are Glamrocks, they should not feel alone, and they are new and don't have that much wisdom, which led me to think that this is the Blob singing and not the Glamrocks. In the next part, they are telling us to burn everything to the ground, so the souls were free and everything would end. But if we don't, they won't be able to stop themselves from killing us, which fits both the Blob and the Glamrock animatronics. Then we hear these lines. Now this comes from Inside. How long do we have to try? Now this comes from Inside and stays there until you die. Think that their urge to kill us won't stop until they will catch and kill us. Then we hear the FNAF 1 animatronic sing this. Long time ago it was all for a show. Fill our wants with a pound of salt, and your reasons to justify scars you can't quantify. Here they sing about how Purple Guy used the pizzerias to hurt them, used them as a cover-up for his countless murders. Then they say, "Lock us inside a vault. Now this is your fault, everything is a problem. There was a poison in the air, despair is an internal blight." Here they talk about how their anger was caused by him leaving them in the pizzeria to rot, and the longer they were there, the more hope they were losing. Continuing from that, they say, "You're losing it all, you've been blinded by stardom. You think that you're alone, but we are waiting for you every night. You're mine." Here they are talking about how William was so blinded by his success of murders that he didn't even think about them taking their revenge, that they are still waiting for him to come back and kill him. And actually, I think the line "we are waiting for you every night" is a callback to their FNAF 1 song, which first line was "we're waiting every night." Then, when Blob takes Golden Freddy, we hear the last character sing the song again, which could mean that it is the Blob singing, cause we don't see any of the Glamrocks during these last lines, and one of them is a new one, which is, "Now this comes from Inside. What you have, I want it. It's mine." And to be honest, I don't know what they are talking about, but there could be two options that comes to my mind. One, they want Gregory's death. Or two, it is the Blob singing and he wants the old animatronic parts, which he was just taking in the visuals while being in the dark. I'll continue in just a moment, But for now, I want to ask you to please subscribe to my channel to not miss any of my videos and press that like button with a bell. These were all the lines, but I do want to mention some more interesting things about the lyrics and the title. Some fans think that in the old songs, Tombstone has left secret messages in the lyrics. For example, in I Got No Time, we hear, "No one will listen and no one will understand, because I'm crying as much as I speak, because no one likes me when I shriek, want to go back to when it all began." And Tombstone did not want to do the song, but his fans wanted him to do one for FNAF 4. And so some people saw parallels with the lines and what Tombstone thought. I don't believe in these parallels, but if we try, we will find them in this song as well. For example, in here, "Long time ago it was all for a show, fill our wants with a pound of souls." And your reason to justify scars you can't quantify. You're losing it all, you've been blinded by stardom. People think that Tombstone is saying this way, that Scott has been blinded by stardom and should stop making FNAF games. But I think this doesn't make sense. That's why would you come back for a new song if you think that way? Another thing is that some fans also think that the titles are also saying what Tombstone thinks. For example, I Can Fix You is called that way, because Tombstone says to us that he can't change who we are. He can't make us stop begging him for a new song. Or it is talking about how he can't change Scott's choice to stop making gains before they go down the hill. If we apply that to this song, which is called This Comes From Inside, this can mean that either this song comes from his heart and he made it because he loves the franchise still, even though the games are not that good anymore, or that someone from the inside the band forced him to do the song. I like the first option more, but I don't think there is any secret meaning in the titles. So yeah, that's all for this song. We are finally finished talking about it, and I can begin recording my script I wrote a month ago about the DLC teaser. Check out my last video about the Easter eggs and the secrets in the song. Tell me in the comments what you think about this song and how you noticed something I didn't. Or you can join my Discord server in the description and talk about it there. But for now, that's it. Subscribe to my channel to not miss any of my videos. Press that like button with the bell. And remember, I always come back.